Okay, part 3. Okay, where was I? Just past the snow there. 250 yards in front of the tree line. There's a 4-wheeler trail. It pops up the rise. You see it rises up. You see how this cliff right here? Okay, see that? The rise? Well, way down there, it's washed out. So you kind of got to go down and then up a rise that's down there. But the 4-wheeler trail kind of goes up the rise, but it goes up, swoops to the left, right? Over there, okay? Well, it's the way you always walk your bike up that thing, okay? You can bike down the road thingy, you know, because the softball field's over there, and then you can take a right. I mean, you follow the 4-wheeler trail, you know, once you get to the trail, and then it swoops up this muddy fucking little fucking, you know, 2 rutted trail for 4-wheelers. Well, I'll tell you the story sometime when I'm over there, okay? But I mean, he was up on the rise, and we were down here, over there though, and it was just unbelievable, okay? But I'm not gonna tell you the story until I'm over there. All right? So that was 2 weeks after I said, hey guys, any Bigfoot activity down here? Well, at that point, I mean, even before we saw that shit, I was like already telling him, dude, tree knocks. Dude, I'm telling you, it's every time I get up, blah, 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 you know? And then I come up with terms like spotter positions. And I come up with terms like, I don't know, spotter positions. And, you know, I start thinking about how if you're strategic, there's no reason why anybody would ever see you. I mean, if you got a few individuals that can, you know, spot strategic spots, you know, and people are dependable. You're gonna find out that people are dependable. I mean, you can count on them to do things and not do things. I mean, come on, man. They're not animals. They're not gorillas. They're not bears. They're beings like we are. They're smart like us. I'm telling you, they are. Okay, they have to be. So, like a week or 2 after me and his son saw that over there, the boy packed up his shit. He left the tent he had, and he went and lived with his mom. All right. Now, that was a week or 2 after we saw it, and of course I was excited that we had seen it. And we have mutual friends, and when we were at their houses, I was telling stories, and I'd be like, hey, I don't want to say his name, like, hey, you know, tell him, you know. And he totally copped out. He's like, I don't know, it was probably a deer, I don't know. And then he was really like cross, you know, like he didn't want to talk about it. He'd leave the room, all right? And then like after I did it a few times, he kind of gave me a dirty look, like knock it off, you know? So I'm not saying he was, but I'm thinking he might have been scared. Because you're living. I mean, after we had seen it, he did confide to me, and he said that when they were living back there, he thought he had heard like something walk around his tent a few different nights. I mean, real slow, the whole perimeter. You could hear just something moving around out there, you know, and he didn't go out and look, but I guess, I don't know what he said, if he assumed it, I don't know what he said, okay? But he did say that, and then he did, hey, I don't care if he says buck or not, what we saw, he knows it ain't no buck. So that's telling the boy that, yeah, there might be a big goddamn some kind of creature out here, you know. And I'm sure he's thinking monster. I mean, I'm thinking friend, okay, because I don't know, whatever. He moved out, and around the same time the cops were telling his dad that he's got to go, he's got to the end of the week. Okay, so I'm homeless basically. I mean, I'm splitting time between my cousins and hanging out down here, right? Oh, and I was kind of living at my dad's a little bit too, you know. It all fell apart, you know, I don't know, piece by piece by the time middle of October. And but this was like the middle of September when the boy moved to his mom's. And I gotta say this, that I go to Steve, can I use that tent that he left? He's like, yeah, set it up. And I'm like, no. I want to cut it up. I want all the canvas and shit because I want to use it. And he's like, I don't care what you do with it. Cut it up. I don't care. Okay, I had a plan. All right, because that night before,